maybe.
Welcome to our live stream of high school sports. Please note that this broadcast is produced by an independent team of sports enthusiasts, and the views, opinions, and commentary expressed are solely those of the commentators and not representative of the schools, teams, or athletes featured. While we strive for accuracy, occasional errors or misstatements may occur. This stream is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the show.
Yeah, come on, let's go. Hey, you ain't never seen nothing like this. Ain't no telling how it might get. It's the hypest right here. High school sports at its finest. So many highlights, you have to rewind it. Hey, Stream City, let me just remind you. The heart of a lion, a team full of fighters. So many stars on the field, it'll blind you. They're giving everything they got till the time's up. Yeah, legends in the making. History is made. We just getting started. You ain't seen a thing. YSN, gotta know the name. They gon' bring the flames. They gon' do their thing. Take it to another level, don't hold back. High school, got a passion and we show that. Got the drive and you know they got the heart. Number one spot for your high school sports. Let's go for the win. Hey.
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a Tuesday edition, a St. Patty's edition of YSN Live. DJ Oakley here alongside. Oh boy, we got a full house today. Let's go this way, ladies and gentlemen. Graduate of Beaver Local High School, also graduate of the Woo. Ladies and gentlemen, we called him McNuggies since he's been a little puppy, and now he's a grown-ass dog. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael McKenzie joins the show today. Also, hailing from Arizona and Buffalo and a lot of other places, and right now he's hailing from his 1996 Toyota Tacoma. Ladies and gentlemen, the professor, Greg McAfee.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
And, of course, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the 8-time best-selling author, Grammy and Emmy Award-winning, Oscar-winning, just this week, world-traveling, Pulitzer Prize nominated, didn't win. He's going to get back on that horse somehow, some way, and he is going to get it, we think. Probably not, but we're going to try. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Ronald Hartwig.
How we doing, boys?
Gentlemen, it is a Tuesday, and it is a snowy Tuesday out there. It absolutely sucks. I have a theory that after March 1st, I believe the state of Ohio has put away the trucks, the plows, and has run out of salt. So for those of you heroes that are out there taking care of the roads, plowing it, doing all the stuff that should be, you obviously have not been to Route 14 or the great village of East Palestine. So God bless you wherever you are. We hope that you make it there soon. It was white knuckle time this morning, boys, on the way. 2-hour delays everywhere. And you had to be feeling lucky just to get in your car this morning, I guess. So anybody out there, God bless you. Be careful. And certainly, try to have as much patience as you can for the other people driving, because it is a dicey situation out there. McAfee, you're in your car. What are you doing?
Yeah. This parking lot I'm currently
The Wendy's drive-through.
Yeah, this parking lot.
Closed, Greg.
They're closed, Greg.
It's slush, so that's fun. Roads weren't too bad this morning. Not this way though.
Well, you're in Mahoning County, so you're in a better spot right
fair.
now.
That's fair.
McNuggies, have you braved the elements out there in Calcutta, lower Columbiana County?
I have not. I'm going to peek outside actually really quick.
Did you just wake
For
up?
whatever reason, my roads do not look too bad.
Of course. The land of 2-hour delays in closed school districts, Beaver Local, is pristine this time of year.
Here. I did get a couple of pictures from some friends that are braving the elements that, the roads don't look treated where they're driving, so.
I want to also, by the way, while we're talking about Beaver Local and McNuggies, Beaver Local has like a 100-mile radius of people to pick up in their school district on buses. So when people complain about Beaver Local being closed and 2 hour, that's why. It is a real dicey situation.
Even though they got the one building with K through 12 now, it is still, you got to go a long ways to get the district covered. So
It's everybody makes. I mean, since I was a kid, they make fun of
Jesus
Beaver
Christ.
Local. You all right?
I think Greg got hit by the snow.
Yeah, I'm good. My phone went to sleep, so it like kicks me out, I guess. I don't know. I'm good.
Well, speaking of Jesus,
Sorry.
we had it was 316 day yesterday. We completely missed it. We were going to go Austin 316, but I decided that we were going to do our favorite Bible verses since we are diving into the church situation on Sundays. Got some great responses. Would love to see more out there on Facebook. So if find me on Facebook, drop your favorite Bible verse for 316 day. I love seeing those because I think your favorite Bible verse, your favorite quotes, whatever it may be, speaks a lot about you, like and like what you believe in, what your true like pillars are, your core beliefs, all that stuff. So it was really cool seeing that yesterday. So I wanted to throw that out. Ladies and gentlemen, on the show today, we have you're talking about a veteran of YSN, a guy that has been around the block, bought the T-shirt, paid for the ticket, all that stuff. And boy, is he a leader of leaders, and Boardman super lucky to have him. The head softball coach of the Boardman Lady Spartans, Fred Moots, will join us here momentarily on the show. We're looking forward to talking to Freddie and talking about some, believe it or not, we're talking about softball, talking about diamond sports. It doesn't look like it.
Right.
Soon.
It better get better in like 4 days because that's opening day for Boardman. So
Are they at home?
yeah, home on Saturday. They have a doubleheader with Lakeview and Gilmore Academy.
Well, if
On
Mootsy's
Saturday.
going to be out there with a shovel, I can't even imagine. Like, he's going to be so mad just because he's going to by himself shoveling out there. He's just going to shovel out the diamond part. He's going to leave the outfield because outfielders can handle stuff on their own. They're just standing most of the time anyway, just with their glove on their hip, looking cool. Pick up a shovel. That's all there is. I'm sure the great Boardman staff will have that place immaculate and ready for play this Saturday. Gentlemen, we got a lot to talk about today after Mootsy. March Madness. March Madness is here. And I want to get your favorite picks. Who are some of the teams to watch? Who are some of the teams to maybe turn the channel on this year? And we're gonna go our picks that are surely to go wrong by the end of the show today. So keep in mind that's going on. We're going to put YouTube back, and we're going to bring on our featured guest today. So, gentlemen, hang tight for us, and then we'll see you in just a little bit. There goes
Sounds
McNuggies. There goes McAfee. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we bring on a dear friend of the program, also a guy that you can see refereeing, officiating. Limitless games throughout the year, but when it comes to softball, pretty much only going to see him at the YSN All-Star game because he's on the bench and he is on the diamond pretty much for his entire spring from pillar to post. Ladies and gentlemen, from Boardman, our dear friend and a guy that we know, we love, and we support every which way, Fred. Oh,
He just went dark. No,
what did you do, Moots?
he was fine the whole time, and then there was.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Moots.
Moots, you good? There he is.
There he is.
Can you hear us? Bark
Can you
twice
guys hear me?
if you're. Yep.
Oh,
Can you hear us?
No,
Oh,
No.
there-
Can you hear us?
all right.
The-
You know what to do, Ant. Give him the business. Let him know. Hop out and then come back in. While we do that, I will tap dance. Coming back on the show, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Mikey McNuggies, our top investigative reporter. Oh, here we go. McAfee's back on too. There we go. All right, boys. We're back for moments while we get things figured out with the technologically superior Fred Moots. we had him in the backstage. It was looking good. And then just I pull him on, roll out the great intro, screen goes black. All right. Let's talk about this.
That's how it goes. That's live show business.
I think he's coming back. He's back. All right. Hit the road, boys. We'll see in a little bit.
But sit tight because we don't know how this is going to go.
This could go real bad real quick. We'll try this again. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll give the abbreviated version. The head coach of the Boardman Lady Spartans, Fred
You guys there?
Newt. Yeah, are
We're
you?
hearing-
No. Jesus.
Oh, so we can hear him. He can't hear us.
We
for
can
some
hear,
reason.
we got two references to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ already on the show today, ladies and gentlemen. It's not Sunday, but we are delivering the Bible here today on YSN Live. Coming back, this is an absolute shite show right now. This program stinks. Like, this is the worst show. If you have anything to do with your life from noon to 1, what are you doing?
Do it.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to tune in? I mean, we were talking about Wendy's last week, and it was great.
That was viral. And not in a bad way. That was viral. Like, and I will say this, people of Columbiana, please recognize they took the signs down. It is not open. Like, they're not coming back. You cannot get a Frosty. Stop. Like, there was some poor soul on Sunday. My wife and I were driving past it. And this poor soul was like parked. They were going in to the Wendy's. Like, they were trying to get, I can only guess, a Frosty.
They must not watch our show.
JBC and a Frosty.
JBCs are where it's at, though. I will tell you that. Guys, here, let's do this. Well, Moots, if you can hear us, wave your hand in the background because we can see you. Wait,
Is that a wave? I don't know. That was something else.
Oh gosh. Now he's gone again. All right. There goes our Academy Award and our Emmy for this show. So we're flying without a net, obviously. All right, let's talk from this standpoint, guys. You got one TV, and I know nobody just has one TV. It's not 1960 anymore. One TV. You got one thing to watch. Is it March Madness? Pardon me. Is it March Madness tonight or WBC?
Oh, man.
Playing games championship.
It has
Playing
got to be
games,
WBC tonight.
WBC.
Tonight, it's got to be WBC. It's what? UMBC and Howard for the right to lose by 30 to Michigan.
Well,
And then-
hey, there is a caveat to this because one of the games is going to be Dickie V and Charles Barkley on the
Yeah,
on
that's
mic.
the other issue.
That'd be
I wish
interesting.
I wish those guys were on the Miami of Ohio SMU game tomorrow because I'm intrigued by that game. But NC State, Texas, no, those teams both limp to the finish line. They're gonna lose to DeBonsta and BYU on Thursday. So I think it's got to be WBC tonight.
And the
I
other
can-
question. Go ahead, Mac.
I was gonna say I can agree with that. WBC all day. If it was the Miami of Ohio game, I might tune into that. But WBC for me too.
Does anybody feel like it's going to be a letdown tonight, just from a standpoint of who's available for both teams?
See, that's the thing I've been talking about a ton in terms of the WBC. Like, 'cause I think the USA in a way gets like they kind of have a little bit more challenges compared to other teams, especially with the pitching staff because like you have all these guys on pitching counts. I mean, just imagine if like Tyreek Skubal was throwing tonight, like if he was able to come back and pitch again, or if Skeens was able to go like 7 innings against the DR. Like David Bednar, I think from what I heard, is unavailable, and then you have
Mason Miller.
Mason Miller too is up against a pitch count, so it's interesting. I don't think it would necessarily be a letdown, but I think it makes it a little bit more challenging for the teams who have Major League Baseball players on the roster. So that it kind of throws a little like kink into it. I would love to see the WBC played like midway through the season, kind of like
Yeah.
the NHL goes on a pause for the Olympics and the Four Nations and everything
Do
like
you
that.
think?
I think it would
Do you
be so
think teams
cool.
would be even more protective of their players though in the middle of the season? Like, hey, we're in a playoff race. You're not going to pitch in the WBC.
I don't think not necessarily, because I think at this point of the season, like the injury concerns
Oh, that's
are
true.
because pitchers are still ramping up. Like they're not at that workload.
Touche.
And if you're in the middle of the season and you have Paul Skeens, like he's gonna be at like full bore ready to go. Like I don't think it's gonna be like previous seasons where he's kind of on a workload. Like he's, at his, I don't want to say his peak, but he'll be ready to go. Like he could go 200 plus innings this year easily. So I think if it's played in the middle of the year, like pitchers are more apt to go more innings.
Let me ask you, because this got me thinking. This got me thinking on a couple different fronts. Number one, I would love to pose a question out to, coaches, softball and baseball of, can you give us your best lineup you've ever of players that you've ever coached? Obviously, the Cheryl Weavers, the Fred Mootzes, the Steve Wards, they'll be able to put together an unbelievable lineup of their tenure. But like the second part of that is, I kind of think maybe we should do a WBC with counties in baseball and softball.
That'd be cool.
Because I think that would be an interesting twist on the All-Star game.
I live in Trumbull County, but I have Mahoning County lineage, so I'm going to
Yes.
play for them.
I think it'd be hilarious.
They kind of do it with some of the football games, don't they? Isn't there like I can't remember what it's called.
Oh yeah, they have
there's
they
like
have a couple of
versus
those.
Mahoning and
The
Columbia
Penn
or
Ohio
something like
game,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah, the Penn Ohio game, and then isn't there another one in Ohio that's like Trumbull versus Mahoning and Columbiana?
Yeah,
like
it's they
remember what
usually
it's
play it in
called.
Trumbull County, if I'm not mistaken.
What is it, like the Quad County?
No, that's the Penn Ohio
No.
game. But yeah, is it the Jack Arvin?
Yeah,
No.
that's it. Jack Arvin. Yeah, it's the Jack Arvin. Because they played it at my last year at the paper. They played it at Canfield,
Okay.
and so I think it goes like back and forth, but it's always Trumbull versus Mahoning and Columbiana.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it'd be wild to see Columbiana County baseball players take on Trumbull and Mahoning County, because
I think
there
that'd be
is a lot of that. As the guy sitting here in just a kid from East Palestine hoodie, there is a lot of, we play better baseball in Mahoning County than they do in Trumbull County. And everybody knows it's better than Columbiana County, and I think there's something to be said for that. But I think it's cyclical as well. So
Where's Sam Torres when you need him?
oh boy, you bring Ashton Beulah in this thing. Listen, the fact that Sam, and I love this, the Sam who has Puerto Rican heritage, bought Puerto Rican jersey and Puerto Rican hat for not just he, but his father as well. And it made his day. That was a wonderful memory and a wonderful moment that he shared. And I thought it was awesome. The fact that he can't root for Puerto Rico right now and has to root for the United States of America is the most beautiful part of all of this. And he knows it too. He knew it as soon as they lost. He sent over a message and all that stuff. So, all right, let's try this again, boys. I'm going to boot you. Here we go. Let's try this. We're rolling this dice one more time for the third introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my gosh. Are you kidding me?
He's good.
He just picked up his phone. I don't know if he can hear. Now it's sideways. Now it's gone. I don't think we're getting moots today, man. He must have that T-Mobile.
that nasty. Oh, now it's all gone.
Disconnected, not connected.
Not connected.
Oh, man. All right. Wait.
Oh.
Nope.
Every time he turns it goes away.
I think Moots has a track phone.
Motorola Razr.
Fred, you're out of minutes. Motorola Razr. Those things were awesome.
I know. Those were like
they also broke at a high clip.
Those were like the standard.
Can you check on Moots and make sure he's like okay? Do we need a wellness check? And I was so pumped up to talk about Boardman softball because they should have a nice year.
They went to state last year.
Yeah, they were okay.
They were pretty dang good. I'm
I
gonna
don't
see
like-
if he
hey.
has a laptop he can try.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't like the tone this is setting for the season for the Lady Spartans.
And you know what? You get all the bad stuff out of the way before the season starts. Nothing can go wrong the rest of the way. He's just racking all the unfortunate events right now.
This is a bad omen, as they say. I'm hesitant to bring back Greg and Mike because if I do, Fred's gonna pop in. I'm pretty sure I could read his lips on the last time.
They were not good words.
They were not sweet coming out of the lips of Fred Moots. This is usually where we would take a break.
We have very old commercials racked in the StreamYard. We have a 21 WFMJ commercial from like 2 years ago.
Yeah, from 2020, like the pre-COVID commercials. This is a great time to tell people if they would love to advertise with our terrible. Like, listen, our broadcasts are a lot better than this show. Like, I will say that our games, our broadcasts, way better than this. But I will tell you, there's a lot of people watching this stuff right now. A lot of people and laughing at us, and probably like this is the absolute worst. Oh boy, I heard it. There's the pop. All right, Moots, can you hear us? Thumbs up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who the head coach of the Boardman Lady Spartans, Fred Moots.
I'm here.
Yeah!
I know. That was tough. Technology, man. Gotta love it.
Did you have to buy more minutes for your track phone there?
I guess I had to go on my iPad this time. I guess the cell phone wasn't doing it. So
Well, we're
iPad's
sorry
for
that
the
you had
win.
all those technical difficulties.
no, I'm
We're
sorry.
glad you're here.
Sorry. No, glad to be here, fellas. Glad to be here.
I will say this: you are the most introduced person in the course of 30 minutes in the history of this show.
In the history of the show, I think we've done this before too. One other time. So
Freddie, when you talk about 2026, you can't start without talking about 2025. Anthony already kind of alluded to the success that you had last year. You know, going to state. Talk to me about what you have coming back and the excitement built around the 2026 softball season.
yeah, I mean, last year was obviously epic. To make a run like that is obviously very hard. But it all started in the off season the year prior, and really working hard to. We had a bad taste in our mouth from the year before. We lost a tough game at home, a game that we felt we should have won in a sectional championship game. So, to lose the way we did, there was a bad taste, and the girls were diligent in the off season and working. Obviously, in the summer they put the work in travel ball. But yeah, it was a special season. It was a special year. But when you get a group that buys in. To the standards and the culture that you want to set forth as as a team, as a school, and they're willing to do the little things that it takes, because those games, as you get into that tournament run, they're separated by one run, 2 runs, one bad play, one timely hit, one bad pitch could be the difference between you going home. And single elimination is the toughest deal ever, because generally in these other sporting formats you have the ability to play a series to where a lot of the times the better team will come out on top.
Coach, you talk about, obviously you lost a good senior class last year with a lot of important players, but you also return a great core of talent. What's it been like for you this offseason, kind of navigating, filling some spots, but also having some spots locked in from last year?
Yeah, I mean, we return obviously a good core of last year's team. You lose 5 seniors of that caliber, 5 starters, 5 defensive starters, 4 who hit for you as well. And just it's tough to replace that. But that being said, we feel very confident about what we returned. Even after losing that game last year, I told him, I said, this is tough, but we could be in the same spot next year. I truly believe that, and I think we have the players returning, and some of the ones we add, and even a couple of girls that didn't get a ton of varsity experience last year, they're gonna have that opportunity this year. So we feel very confident about what we bring back in the circle defensively. And offensively, I could even argue we could even be a better hitting team than we were last year.
Freddie, year after year, you look at your conference, and it is iron sharpening iron every single step of the way. There are no off days for the girls or for you. Is that what gives you confidence as you head towards the playoffs? Is that you've already faced a gauntlet, and do you feel the same way this year?
Absolutely. I mean, I tell people this, that run last year single-handedly had to do with the way we scheduled that group of seniors for 4 years. I mean, they went to Florida and played against some of the best teams in Florida, state-ranked, nationally ranked teams, nationally ranked players. We took our lumps in a lot of those games, but it really battle tested them and put them in a position that there was no team, no pitcher that they feared, that they hadn't already seen. So yeah, I mean, and then just our conference alone. I mean, I don't care what people say. It's a top, maybe in the state, if not top 2 or top 3 for sure. So yeah, I mean, there's no off days when you're playing especially teams that have already won the state, and Canfield, Austintown Fitch, 2 state titles back to back. Yeah, absolutely. And then Holland is much improved this year. They got a younger team, but they got some real talent, some high level travel players on that team. So, and then out of conference, same thing. We schedule up, and we always have, and that's what I'll continue to do. I didn't get it, I tell you guys this every year. I didn't get in this to win a bunch of games. I got in to win a state title if possible.
Coach, the very first game of the year that you play is going to be against the team that went to state last year with you in the area, Lakeview. I mean, talk about throwing your girls into the fire from the go. What's it like to have an opening day like that against another team that went to state?
Yeah, I mean that, and let's talk about Gilmore too. They were in the regional semis, and I could argue they should have beat Louisville. We could have been playing Gilmore in that final game, and they had a big lead that they squandered. But so both those teams, it's right out of the gate, like you said, and even our scrimmages. I mean, we scrimmaged Riverside last week, state champions in D2. He brings back 7 starters, and then Maslin Perry, who was state semifinals last year. They were young. He brings back the same team. So even our scrimmages we wanted to schedule up as well. So we faced. Saturday, we went and played Hubbard and Girard, and let me tell you, this Hubbard team with Haley Taylor, unbelievable team, unbelievable pitcher. So, she kept, we had a tough go at it against her. So, again, we want to make sure that they're prepared, and obviously, you always want to be playing your best softball toward the end, but we got to, like I said, there's no easy opponent, especially how we open up on Saturday.
It's interesting. I mean, when you talk about losing a handful of seniors, it's always a roll of the dice, right? But when you talk about leadership, it comes with being able to pass the torch. That's from you, your coaching staff, down to the next kind of passing that baton, I guess, to the next generation of leaders for the Boardman Lady Spartans. Who are those next generation of leaders? Who should we be looking out for? And who do you think is going to be able to lead by example, lead by what they do both on and off the diamond?
Well, we got a great group, another group of seniors, 5 seniors this year. We have 2 great pitchers. We have 3 great pitchers on the varsity, but, and Gabby Safara and Addie Kowachik, both of them right now in the preseason have just been wonderful. They've pitched extremely well. The other 3 seniors we have is, center fielder Ellie Weimer, our second baseman Laney Joyce, and our third baseman Jocelyn Torres. So that's our seniors. All 5 of them are, they lead in different ways. If I could point to one major leader on this team, it would be our catcher, Addie Rudge. I mean, she was a leader as a freshman. And, I tell people this, Addie Rudge is a 30-year-old young lady, you know, in a 15-year-old girl's body. I mean, she's just incredible, not only as a player, and I don't even want to talk about the stats and all that stuff, but this kid goes out and just absolutely leads. She's a coach on the field, and she's the absolute best teammate in the world. So, you know, and I got a junior class, you know, that's really solid too. And Michaela Rivera, our shortstop. Michaela's a heck of a player. She's verbal to Gannon, you know, so another great player, great leader. And then Kate Timms is a junior. She's going to get some playing time here this year. And Gia Pizzo, another junior, another, you know, good kid, good leader. And Mackenzie Cherney, another junior who plays, you know, first base for us. And, you know, she carries a good stick. So, you know, that group there. And then, you know, our other sophomore that, along with Addie, is going to be Emily Swantek, who, you know, had some varsity experience last year, is also a pitcher and is also a very effective pitcher who I will see. Well, try to get her some innings this year in the circle to get her where we think she will be. Because, you know, once these girls are gone and we pass the torch, it's going to be, you know, to the likes of Emily. And then Autumn Miller, who's a freshman, will play some outfield for us this year. You know, very versatile player. She's just a good kid, a great teammate, works hard. And then I got a couple other freshmen in Addie Fiddler and Kenzie Toby, who will also see some playing time at the varsity level. Again, two just very hardworking young ladies, very versatile in where they can play. This freshman class I think we had 11 girls, so very big class. So, you know, we're looking forward to, you know, what we bring back and, you know, what we could bring to the table this year.
Coach, we got Trey's Gourmet saying that there might be an NIL deal for coaches. You think you're going to be wearing a Trey's Gourmet patch on the third baseline this year?
Listen, I would love to, because Trey's Gourmet is phenomenal. So anybody that hasn't tried it should. He's a great kid, another Boardman kid. So we love Trey, and I know he's got his little concession there set up at Canfield, but I don't blame him. Every time I go there to do basketball games, I see him, I smell that food. I don't think I want to go ahead and eat a chicken sandwich while I'm running up and down the court, but
yeah, you do.
Yeah,
you do.
But anytime we're at the Canfield Fair, we look up Trey. He's a good kid, but yeah, I'd wear a Trey Gourmet patch for sure. Absolutely.
Would you wear a T-Mobile patch or something that does with technology after today?
I would. Well, yeah. I should learn how technology works, I guess, first, and then I'll wear the patch.
Appreciate you.
I drive the struggle bus when it comes to that, for sure.
Hey, you're built for winning softball games, not getting on stupid shows like ours.
Yeah,
so
well,
we can appreciate that.
Your show isn't stupid, that's for sure. It's great, but you know what? I actually started to, you know, morning off great as the Broncos make a big trade for Jalen Waddle. I was all stoked, all happy, and then I flub it up trying to get on here. Silly me.
Sounds like the Broncos playoff run.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude.
Make this guy here. Funny guy.
Sorry,
Justin Fields, we trust.
We're conference rivals. We got to jab.
We got to
go.
How
it works.
He's right. He's right.
From a standpoint of how frustrating, you look out the window right now. How frustrated are you that you're going to have to play or try to have to play a game on Saturday or a couple games on Saturday? And I mean, we talk about it every year, seemingly. Northeast Ohio can, again, just be a lottery ticket. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's awful. Right now, it's fading towards awful. Coach,
yeah,
when you think about playing these games, how do you mentally prepare for, and not just you, your entire staff, your team, for what could be in 4 days?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny because we scrimmaged Saturday and it was 40, and you know, the sun was out, so it didn't feel bad. And you know, as the day went on, it warmed up a little bit, but obviously the winds weren't nearly as bad as they were the night before. But yeah, and then, you know, Sunday we're at the Watts. It's beautiful. It's 70. You look out today and you have this. So you definitely have to prepare for whatever. And I tell the girls that, you know, you got to make sure that no matter what, you bring your, you know, you always have to be prepared for what weather may happen. I mean, we've had 3 seasons in a game. Last year when we played Austintown Fitch at home, I have never seen a weather change like that. I mean, the day started out beautiful, and next thing you know, it was, you know, blistery, snowing, sideways with winds of 35 miles an hour. So you always got to be prepared for it. I'm optimistic about Saturday's temps, so that looks good. But hopefully we can get, the field can get a little bit of prep work here before Saturday. But yeah, it's tough, man. It really is.
And that Fitch game worked out in your favor, though, so maybe it was a good omen for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah. I mean, and again, in all the years of coach, I've seen all different weather. We've played in. I remember one time we went down south. It was my first years, and it was like 70 there, but it was 80 here. So you just never know what you're going to get. It's always a crapshoot when it comes to the weather, for sure.
Somebody's pretty popular. I keep hearing that ding going
on.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's probably someone trying to troll me on there.
We see you, Fred. We see you, Coach.
Right.
Give us a shout out.
Yeah.
Last question from me. From I'll let Anthony walk it off. But when you're thinking about this time of year, obviously you're thinking about softball. But dude, you're a basketball guy too. I mean, who's got your bracket going crazy right now? You got anybody that you really really like for this year?
Well, I'm going to fill it out actually today, but I really like Iowa State as a sleeper. I really do. But if I have a sleeper, I think it's them. I really do like Florida. I think Florida is, they're that good. I guess if I had to, maybe someone else, maybe Arizona, great scorer there. I mean, there's just so many good, obviously every year there's good teams, but my sleeper is Iowa State, though, if I had to pick one.
It's weird. I didn't hear Duke in there. I didn't hear Duke. It's weird.
I don't know. We've been down this road with Duke for many years, so I can't bank on Duke.
Anthony, you got the last.
Coach, you've done these before. We always want to give you also the chance to shout out your coaching staff and the people that do it with you. So I think you have one of the best coaching staffs in the business. Shout them out, and who's helping you out this year.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm absolutely nobody without my staff, and I have and the best around. You're right, Anthony. I truly believe that, and it starts with being able to have the opportunity to coach with Paige every year. It's Paige was a hell of a player, but she's also a great coach. And she's obviously been doing with me since I started. I took the job once she graduated college, and when the job came open, Paige was actually still playing, and I told her I didn't want to take the job because I wanted to watch her play, and she encouraged me to take the job because she wanted to change the culture and wanted to get us back to where we should be as a winning program. And then obviously, Lindsay has been with me since I started. Lindsay's been on the varsity with me since I started. One year she went down to JVs. She went back to school, but she's been with me the whole way. Lindsay calls pitches for us. She's incredible in that area. And then this year, and Brian's been with me for I think 4 years now. And Brian was coaching our JVs, but I brought him with me this year. He's so valuable to what we do. Brian's like my right-hand man when it comes to being organized and reaching out and scheduling. And Brian's also our assistant AD. He's one of our middle school. He is our middle school AD. So Brian really has been a big role in our coaching staff. And Kaylee Luckland, who Kaylee joined us last year, she's going to coach our JVs this year. And Kaylee the girls all love Kaylee. Kaylee just has that knack to and I always tell the girls, look, if there's something on your mind or someone you don't feel comfortable coming to me, go to another coach. We want to make sure that we're always in a good headspace with our players. And Kaylee's one of those girls I think that, the girls lean on, and along with Paige and Lindsay. So, and then to help Kaylee this year, actually, we Ava Freeborough, who actually played for me last year, but Ava's came on as a volunteer assistant this year to help out. And Ava is just very passionate, very competitive kid, was an unbelievable player for us, and one of the reasons why we made the run to state. And Ava just has a good passion. She coached middle school basketball this year, so for Boardman. So we love having Ava. And your seniors move on, but I get to see Ava now on the coaching end now every day. So it's great.
I love that. Kaylee and Ava at your JV. Look out.
Yeah.
Head on a swivel there, Mootsie.
Yes, absolutely. They're passionate about winning too. So
they're wonderful people that make up your coaching staff, and certainly led by a wonderful man. As great of a coach as you are, man, I'll echo what Bobby Havrilla said. You are an even better man, and we're certainly glad that you're in our ecosphere for what we do here at YSN. Thank you so much for taking time out for us today. Thank you for.
Absolutely.
I'm sure we'll be calling you up again, but maybe the first time next time. We'll get you on
I'll make
before.
sure it's on the first time. I promise that. And likewise,
Don't promise that.
I can't promise anything. You're right, but I'll try anyway. I'll get Brian to do it because he's better at this stuff than me, or Mrs. Birch. I should have just went into the school and had Mrs. Birch do it because she's always she's the best. So
that's a great option right off the jump.
Is always a great option. It always is a great option. So.
We wish you the best this year. We hope you get started on Saturday, but if you don't, we'll be hanging around. We can chat up another softball storm.
Absolutely, anytime, fellas. Anytime.
Appreciate you, buddy.
I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you.
You too, guys. Later.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bye-bye.
from Boardman, Fred Moose. All right, it's just going to be one of those Tuesdays, Ant. It's just going to be one of those Tuesdays because we got a text from Greg, who was on the road taking care of his lovely bride, which we hope everything's going well. But they're on the road right now, going from one spot to another. So we lost the professor. But ladies and gentlemen, back once again for the, I believe, fourth time in this particular program, our number one investigative reporter, soon to be award-winning, the voice of the Mahoning Valley Scrappers, and so much more. Ladies and gentlemen, Mikey McNuggies McKenzie.
All right, Mike, we heard the alerts from ESPN on that interview for Fred. What was the breaking news? What was going down?
I got nothing. I got nothing. The only ESPN alert I've gotten within the last 5 minutes is like an article about the Steelers free agency. So no breaking news.
Maybe it was maybe Fred hadn't unlocked on Denver.
Maybe.
We just lost every investigative reporter.
I
got nothing.
That was a great drop. Like, we were ready to break the news. I'm sitting here on pins and needles.
There's
and
nothing.
I got nothing.
There's nothing.
This show sucks. This is the worst. This is so bad. Oh, why do we let people come on their show and waste their time? Like, it's great information, and then we have moments of just this. Anthony just cranks it up. What do we got? Something's breaking. We heard those ESPN alerts, and McNuggies just.
I got nothing.
I got nothing, man.
I got nothing, man. I'm sitting here twiddling my thumbs. I don't know what to do. Were you playing a game on your phone? Is that what was going on? You look like you were busy.
He's
he's getting something now.
Not busy. I'm just making sure Adam Schefter didn't tweet anything out. And
well, you are the Adam Schefter of the
There's
region.
really nothing.
There's nothing going on. There's a lot going on today. We talked about the WBC. We talked about the play-in games tonight. But, gentlemen, I don't think we have – no, McAfee's not on as he's, again, on the road. But I will ask you this question because this is absolutely sure to go wrong. So, being that today's our last day – and well, I don't even know if I'll be here Thursday, to be quite honest with you. So, Anthony, we might just kill the show. And McNuggies, you'd be on too. Unless you guys want to do a show together. But I think the tip-off's at noon for Thursday. Yep. So
we can watch when no one else can see what we're watching.
And yeah, that kind of – I mean,
it sucks.
Not that we're ever giving people a good product to watch at noon anyway, but I think we'd be a little bit distracted. So maybe we'll just whack – I mean, do we have any guests for Thursday lined up? Okay, then no show Thursday.
All right. Live breaking news.
But hey, there you go, McNuggies.
There we go. There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, with breaking news, we go to our investigative reporter, Mike McKenzie, who has some breaking news out of YSN. Mike?
Yeah, Thursday there will be no show from 12 to 1. The March Madness games tip off at 12:15. And the leadoff game for the tournament is Ohio State. So being that we are in the Great Buckeye State, a lot of people will be preoccupied watching that game. So we are going to give everybody the day off. You do not have to tune into the show because it will not be happening. Enjoy the madness.
That has absolutely nothing to do with why we're not having a show of the Ohio State. But yeah, McNuggies, way to go. Way to break the news. Ladies and gentlemen, the Adam Schefter of our region right there. I mean, look at this. Up and right behind him.
Don't put that up. Don't put that up.
Come on, look at that. Up behind you, your left side, there's a bunch of baseballs that will soon be Other side, dork.
I thought you were going to bring up the Haskins jersey.
Oh, okay.
I'll be
No,
honest.
I wasn't going to do that, but I mean, if you want to, I was going to bring up the baseballs and say that we were going to be replaced with Emmys with all your great stuff. Great. I mean, that was on the fly, gentlemen. On the fly, we were able to put that together.
I would have laughed if you would have full screened them. And he went, I got nothing.
I got nothing.
I still got nothing.
All right,
Still
so
got
let's
nothing.
no show Thursday. So it's, being that tomorrow's the end of the week, apparently now we have wrestling, the last Wrestling Wednesday
Yeah.
of the year,
Season finale.
season finale.
Big
Wrestling
Q,
Wednesday.
state champion from Beaver Local, will be on. Gonna have
That's
some
huge.
fun.
That's huge. So the question remains, and we want to put this out to everybody in the chat as well. So chat, we want to hear from you, and we are keeping receipts. Who is the 2026 national champion of Division I men's basketball? No offense to women's. I don't know anything about it. Anthony, you can just take that one. I lost. I'm out.
Women's, I would pick UConn
Of course you
to
would.
win.
I saw UConn went undefeated again. So
So they're back. They took a
Let's just
couple of
say-
years
let's
where they
just say
weren't
UConn.
there. They're UConn's back to being UConn. So I would pick them to win the women's bracket.
So take UConn. Usually it's chalk going through. So take UConn. For the men's side of things, it gets a little bit more intriguing, a little bit more interesting. Who you guys taking? McNuggies? Who you got taking the title, and who is runner-up?
I said yesterday, and I hate it. And Coach Boots was right. They've done it so many times to people that they get picked to win and then they
He's doing
falter.
it.
But I'm gonna go Duke.
Oh,
I'm gonna go Duke as of now.
you can't change it. It's in stone now.
As of
Well, I've got till Thursday at noon to change my bracket. I reserve the right until Thursday at noon to make changes. That's
Spoiler alert.
that's how I operate.
You put it in the universe right now.
He
I
sounds
probably will not move off of Duke for the championship though.
McNuggie sounds like a
national-
multiple bracket kind of guy.
Oh, says the guy picking UConn and we're in Georgia Tech.
We're not even in the bracket. We suck that bad. We had like 2 ACC wins this year. We're poverty. We're poverty program in basketball. Baseball, we're number 3 in the country. But
There you go.
We're not talking about baseball right now.
basketball,
Not it.
not it.
I say Westminster
not it.
Titans still would beat Georgia Tech. So eat it.
All
You're
right.
lucky we're D3. All right, Ant. Who you
McNuggets
got?
back to. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to say he was running up was.
Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies.
I like Duke. I like Coach Moose's Iowa State
What's he do?
sleeper pick.
Ooh.
I've got them in the championship game.
Cyclones.
I haven't even looked at a bracket yet. I'm not going to lie to you. I know who I'm taking the winner. I know who I'm picking. Hey, Anthony, I'll let you have the walk-off because I'm taking Arizona.
I was going to say I really like Arizona. I think they have scores. A sleeper that I think is going to be a pretty good pick is Arkansas. I like what I saw in the SEC tournament. I think they have great guard play, and Cal Perry always knows how to coach guards. That's one of his trademarks. He lets guards go and play. So I like Arkansas. I like what I saw out of the SEC tournament. I think they're on a hot streak. I like Florida too. I think getting pounded by Vanderbilt right before the end of their season is a little bit of a, smelling salt right before the bracket starts, because they're better than that game. Obviously, they won. I think how many in a row before that loss to Vanderbilt? 28, 29 in a row before they lost to Vanderbilt, and they got smacked by Vanderbilt. But I think they need a little bit of a, that smelling salt before the bracket starts. So. I like Florida. I like Arizona. Sleeper would be Arkansas for me.
I like UConn as well. I think UConn could be a player. Going into the Big East championship and getting smacked around by St. John's is it's a look. It's a look for sure. So I think that Coach Hurley's practices, right? Coach Hurley, did I get that right? Oh man, I'm a bracketologist. I'm going to pick UConn being, and I don't know if it's considered an upset, but I know that region they're in, there's like 4 national championship coaches, like Hurley and Izzo. Who else is in there?
Bill Self, Rick Pitino.
Patino, yep. Bill Self, yep. You nailed it. So, I mean, that's going to be a tough one. And I liked Florida, but I'm really going to be pointing to Arizona. I think that's the one that everybody's kind of, I hate to say safe pick, but I think Arizona's been impressive. And, boy, I remember the Arizona with like Miles Simon. McNuggy, this is before you were born. Miles Simon and Mike Bibby. That Arizona with the unbelievable blue and red jerseys with the white outline, just sick nasty. So, hey, I'll go with the Wildcats. Why not? Do we think what's the over/under on the Redhawks of Miami University winning a game during this bracket after going 31-1?
Half a game is what I keep seeing now. I would take the over. I've actually
So you're
got
taking them to win a game.
I've got Miami of Ohio winning 2 games.
Whoa!
I got them winning that first 4, and I got them upset in Tennessee. But I keep seeing the majority consensus is that it's half a game on the over/under, and even then, I think they're 6.5-point dogs to SMU. So
Yeah, that keeps moving. Like they started 7, and then really quick they went up to 8, and now they're down to 6. So it's
That's
really
where the
weird how
money's
that's.
going.
So
Anthony,
That'll
looking
probably
at
be-
betting lines.
that'll probably be one of the
you
most
didn't know I was a
watched
secret gambler.
first 4 games ever.
I can't believe Anthony knows betting lines. Boy, you want to talk about underdog? Jeez Louise. McNugget, can you even put down bets yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Oh yeah.
You can. I was reminded that you graduated in like 30 days from Woo
Woo.
with all the CCP that you racked up at Beaver Local. So I can't believe. Wow, there's like a interesting scenario going on here.
Sounds like there's a lot going on right outside the YSN studio.
This is a scenario, pal. That guy looks just like Tim Street from the OHSAA. Boys, they found us. They found us.
It's over.
We're backing up shop. Somebody get Fred Moots on the phone and get us disconnected. Yeah, I mean, good luck to everybody that's going to be doing their brackets. Seemingly everyone, unless you're living under a rock. I will have both my 4-year-old and 7-year-old, soon to be 8-year-old, for those who are talking about illegal gambling rings. They will be doing a bracket for Skittles and probably for Easter candy at this point. So good luck. Best of luck to everybody putting in a bracket, and best of luck to Arizona. Because I'm taking you. I'm taking you. And I'll be on Channel 21 WFMJ tonight talking about what I don't know.
You better look at a bracket.
I should probably take a glance at it at least. McNuggy should be the guy talking about the bracket. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll send them McNuggies and you can do the bracket breakdown.
But I mean, that's what I was doing. You said I looked busy. That's what I was doing some bracket.
Oh,
research
okay. There
That's
it
what
is.
I was doing.
It makes sense. I mean, you know everything at that level. It's incredible your knowledge
Yet I'll probably have one of the worst brackets in the country. That's usually how it goes.
That's okay.
People that know are usually.
That's
It's
usually
usually
the
the people that throw
bracket.
darts on a wall to find who they want to pick. They get the good bracket.
Well,
Mascot
they
bracket will do-
overanalyze, don't they? Like usually it's the guy that goes, "I like green and purple," like, and then they win.
Exactly. It's the mascot bracket will do way better than
Truth
guys
serum
putting in the
time.
most hours.
Truth serum. Here it is. How many brackets have you won in your life?
bracket pools.
Yeah, bracket pool.
I want to say like 2 or 3.
Ooh, wow! You beat
Probably
me one.
2. Probably
That's
2.
like
I think I'm being ambitious with the 3rd.
How old were you?
One of them was recently. One of them was in 2019. I do remember that. That was the best bracket I've ever had, and it still probably doesn't look too pretty. The other one, I want to say it was like super. It was really like one of the first brackets I'd filled out. I want to say like 2013.
Were there a lot of eraser marks on it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably. But I think 2013 I did pretty solid. But that was like second year I had filled out a bracket. So
What
the
year were you
bracket
born?
was like 3 people. 04.
Oh, you're 9?
Yeah, I was. That honestly, that like I didn't know much about. I knew enough about basketball to watch at a
be
base level,
dangerous.
but that year it was almost like a mascot bracket.
Wow. Ant,
So-
how about you?
My first time I won the bracket challenge was when I was 12, and it's the reason why I'm a Georgia Tech fan, because I picked Georgia Tech to go to the championship, and they did. And I was like, oh, I love this team. I love watching this team. They got me a bracket. They got me a bracket pool win. Their basketball program hasn't done much since, but I stick with them. 2004, going to the championship, lost to UConn. So that's the first one I won. I won a lot of them when I was younger. Like, I feel like when you're younger, you're kind of going to the radar. People don't expect you to pick a lot of good teams, and all of a sudden you win games. I won one in 4th grade with the Syracuse winning with Carmelo Anthony. I remember that bracket pretty well. And then I won. Extra credit was a big motivator. 8th grade poll with Mr. LeCicero's English class. I think Illinois and North Carolina played in the championship that year. I think North Carolina won that game. Can't remember, but I remember I had them both in there. So
Probably wasn't Illinois.
So there was a time when Illinois was the powerhouse in basketball in that time frame. Recently, though, not a lot of success. I think my last one.
Powerhouse?
Yeah, there was a span of like 10 years where Illinois was always going deep in the tournament. They had a really good basketball team.
No, I thought those were like the Butler years, weren't they? Aren't the years you're talking about were like the Butler years? The years that they had all like, I can't remember, the big tall white kid who ended up playing for Celtics? Gordon Hayward? Is that his name?
Yeah, that was Butler.
Yeah. I think that I don't remember Illinois, I'll be honest.
I think
could be
Illinois was
way
like
off.
early 2000s because what year was it? There was one year
I was in
where they
8th
started like
grade.
28 now.
I would have been in 8th grade in like 2007, I think would have been the bracket. Maybe it was the 2008 year because it was the March, so it would have been the second half of the school year. So maybe 2007, 2008, somewhere around there, Illinois went to the championship. Someone hopefully will help us out in the comments.
No, they probably no. I can guarantee you they won't because there's nobody watching.
I was going to say, is there anybody even here to help us out?
No, like
We got 26
Float.
people.
just float, just down the river, boys. Find a waterfall. It'll be good. It'll be fun. And Anthony's going to look it up, of course.
I gotta.
This is why he
I
didn't
want
win
to
the
say it was
Pulitzer Prize.
05 that they started like 28 and 0. I remember seeing that stat when everybody was putting up like with the Miami of Ohio, how long they had gone
Dee Brown?
undefeated.
2005. You nailed it.
Oh boy.
Because I saw the stat everybody was putting up with Miami of Ohio, like teams that won their first 28 games and how they did in the tournament.
And you were born what year?
04.
Oh my gosh.
04 was the year that Tech went to the championship, and then the year before that, I think, was the Carmelo year.
Yeah, 03 was Carmelo.
04 was my first year in college, boys. Like, let's put some dates on it. Let's make us all feel old. Except McNuggies, who's just freaking
Forever
Doogie
young.
Howser. Unbelievable. Remember we used to joke about you being Doogie Howser, and yet here you are, like a master's candidate. And
I do remember. I remember those days.
you're unbelievable. You are a specimen, McNuggies. We are so happy to have you, and investigative reporter extraordinaire, especially today. Just boy, lighting the world on fire. That's what we do best. Let's get to our before we bore anybody else with this particular program. Let's get to our Joe Dickey Electric. What's Your Spark? Presented by Joe Dickey Electric. They are everything electrical, and just like YSN, they're here 24/7, 365 at DickeyElectric.com. Nuggies, take the floor.
I got a couple routes I could go. I think I got to go with the World Baseball Classic final tonight. USA, they're going to bring it home. Venezuela's a formidable opponent. I wanted Italy for the rematch and the revenge for the one loss that United States had in pool play, but we get Venezuela. Ronald Acuna, they've got some guys on that team, but USA's bringing it home tonight. It's gonna be good to watch.
USA.
USA. This show is not built for that because we're all on different kind of algorithms and timelines for our audio. So
yeah, we probably sounded so far off on that.
So bad. We just absolutely did the USA dirty, which I would never want to do. Anthony, go ahead.
My spark. I think we say this around this time of season. Every season ends. Postseason awards come out. We just saw. I think the district awards come out a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, the state one is just based on the district. The Ohio High School Basketball Coaches Association released their Players of the Year. I think today. Congratulations to Gianna Pompilia for winning the D7 Player of the Year for the Ohio High School Basketball Association. But postseason awards are subjective, right? And they're always going to be subjective no matter who's doing it, no matter who's voting on them, whether it's the media, the papers, the OHSBCA, whoever's doing them, they're always going to be subjective. So you got to take them with a grain of salt. You got to be able to realize that's not what you play for. I know it's frustrating because you work for that. You want to be named, county player of the year, whatever it may be. If you're not, I get it's disappointing, but at the same time, you got to realize there's a lot going on in those things, and it's not really the big thing you play for. It's cool when you get them, but don't take them too seriously. And that's for fans and players out there, because I know this time of year you get real caught up in the emotions of, that kid did not get player of the year or this kid deserved player of the year, whatever it may be. It's okay. It doesn't take away what you did. It doesn't take away the wins that you had, the numbers you put up. And it shouldn't take away from your confidence and in your, your knowledge that you had a good season.
Shout out to our buddy Fred Moots for giving us a little extra love today, 3 times over. But certainly validating our show, validating what we do here at YSN, which brings me to my spark today because, boy, I was sent a message yesterday, a screenshot, if you will, of I don't even know if we consider them media at this point. It's like playing house when you're little, like you pretend very hard. And the biggest thing that I can appreciate is we had Entrepreneur on yesterday with Trey's Gourmet, and we've had business owners and we've had great sponsors along the way. If you're not a business and you're not an entity, like, it's just cute to watch people play. It's just funny. And then they promote it on their social medias that this person is fired after, like, that stuff doesn't happen in the real world unless you're a NBA organization, MLB. And even then they try to keep it quiet because there's a professionalism to it. There's a little bit of a, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? It's, what's the word, Ant? There's
decorum.
There's a decorum to it, and not just putting people on blast and saying, you know what, we're no longer with these. Like, you just don't do that, And I get mistakes can be made, and I get that trying to be, puffy chested and try to look big is one thing. Boy, it is fun to watch. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just like you giggle a little bit. You're just like, oh, that's cute. It's like watching fantasy football. Like, it matters, but it doesn't because it's not real, So it's interesting. So thank you for the laugh yesterday, a little giggle. So that's going to do it for the Joe Dickey Electric Spark, presented by Joe Dickey Electric. That's also going to do it for YSN Live for this Tuesday, this snowy Tuesday, March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. That was pretty good.
That was a good Irish accent.
That was pretty good. Usually it sounds like
And Morrison is Scottish, real quick.
Yeah, real quick. We're gonna leave that alone because I'll end up like Scotty from Star Trek here before too long. Anthony, you got Wrestling Wednesday tomorrow with Jake Hughes, state champion, Mr. Jake Hughes from Beaver Local. Enjoy that tomorrow. McNuggies, you're off the rest of the week. I'm off the rest of the week. there's no games to be had until Friday, and that's at State. So good luck to Hoban. Bring home another one, and hopefully we'll have them on next week. Announcement, McNuggies. I don't want to step on toes here, but we will have the YSN All-Star Basketball Draft on Monday at noon, right here on this program. So we will have the rosters finalized. We will tell you which roster you are on, and we will tell you who's competing in the dunk competition, who's competing in the three-point competitions, who's competing in the 3-2-1 competitions for the girls. And all of that information will be available not just on this show, but then we will morph it into our website. So you have a standing, roster of what and who is on your team at that point. We will also make sure that all of the coaches are finalized for the game as well. And all the information, the waiver, all that stuff will be available on that particular story. And that all is on Monday at noon right here on this show. So we hope you enjoy your weekend. Anthony, thank you for stepping in tomorrow and leaning into you and Gary all year long on wrestling has been absolutely dynamite. Thanks to everybody who's made that a possibility and a feasibility. And boy, we'll try to be better tomorrow. Listen, Ant, you cannot be worse than we were today. So have a little bit of confidence rolling into tomorrow. Because, boy, today was rough. Thanks to Greg McAfee for popping in. Appreciate that. Good work this week, Greg. Michael McNuggies, Mackenzie, great work this week, man. Breaking news today. Appreciate you. Ronnie, killing it as always. Appreciate you. Great work this week. Finished the week strong for us. And we certainly appreciate you out there on YSN who make everything possible, who somehow stick around watching this show because you got nothing better to do. And we appreciate you up and down, left and right, and from pillar to post. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be better tomorrow. We hope you are too. And we will certainly let you know that, hey, at the end of the day, we just want one thing. May the sports be with you, boys.
And you, my friend.
You as well.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.